welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces for mid-October to the end of the month. So let's jump right in here and see what are the major themes that Pisces will be working through as they move through the rest of October. Major themes for Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, major themes here for Pisces. Interesting. A powerful move. Close encounters. An imperfect harmony. Okay, Pisces. Very, very interesting messages for you here. So, a powerful move, close encounters, and perfect harmony. That really makes me think of a huge shift that's moving in right now, and that you've sort of got a idea of this from your intuition. Something is coming to you intuitively to sort of show you this move, this powerful move. It looks like a chess piece on this card. So that makes me think that it's something strategic, something that you're going to be choosing, something that will not happen to you, as it were, but something that you will be doing, and it will be in harmony. This is going to work out. So what if Pisces, if there's something that's been on your mind that you feel sort of intuitively drawn towards, this might be your sort of go ahead. This might be the green light you've been looking for, in a way. Do you know what I mean? So that's very interesting. And it's going to be in harmony. So whatever it is, it's going to be in alignment where maybe it's out of alignment right now, is what I'm sort of picking up on for you, Pisces. Now, let's see here. What energy would support Pisces right now? What activities, what energy, what mindset, what perspective, what would be of service to Pisces as they move through this? Now, there's just one that fell on the floor. Okay. So, Pisces, as you move through this shift, there is an emphasis here on simplicity. So, keeping things kind of simple, without overcomplicating things. There will be success and miracles. So this is really telling me about your mindset. As you move through your month, it's going to be important for you to sort of keep your mental perspective on success, miracles, simplicity, and really trusting the harmony that you're creating here through this choice that's coming up. I feel like it's going to involve you deciding to step away from something. And it's almost like, I feel like it's not going to appear to be strategic in the moment. Like that there may be, people around you that if you were speaking about this, they'd be like, you're going to do what? You're going to do what? And you're like, yeah, it's totally going to work out. I've seen it. I've seen this in my mind. I know how this is all going to happen, and I'm going for it. And I feel like it's going to make a difference. There's going to be a big shift here as a result, but it's going to be a positive one. It seems like success and even the idea of miracles, like that's how far out this idea might sound to some people. Right? As you're talking about this shift, this move, this new beginning. It seems really simple to you. In your mind, it makes complete sense and it's very harmonious, but it's almost like the people around you, Pisces, are the ones that are like, what? This is not going to work out. And so as a result, you're being encouraged here to keep a mindset that's very simply focused on miracles and success, to sort of keep your perspective on that perfect harmony. Okay, so let's dive into the tarot here and see what's going on. So I feel like the place you're sitting in right now is at a place where you feel something has to shift. And I say that because I see sort of the Four of Pentacles here crossed by the Queen of Rods, which really makes me think that you're in a place right now that you're not thriving. You don't see it that way. You don't feel like you're successful. You don't feel like you're thriving. And it's interesting, Pisces. It's almost like the thing that's going to initially cause you to sort of have to shake this off is going to be this idea, this big move. This big move is going to shift your outlook on prosperity. The Queen of Rods to me represents a feminine energy of will, a feminine energy of desire, will, drive. It's this idea that your intuition and your inspiration could break through all of these self-limiting beliefs that you currently hold. And I feel like you think that too. And that's going to be the difficult thing to explain to people, is that although you're sitting in a place right now that doesn't feel terribly successful, you have an inspiration through this Queen of Wands to make a major shift, a powerful move. And it's going to be successful. And I feel like you have felt it on an intuitive level. And I say that because of Close Encounters, the Queen of Rods, and also here that your imagination is on fire right now, Pisces. And so it's like, it's very interesting. It's like you're very close to something here that is coming to you through your imagination. And it's like, it's quite simple, actually. All it involves is you actually making a choice about whether or not you're going to follow your imagination and inspiration. And it's sort of like that's the thing that will lead to the success. And that's the thing that will lead to these miracles sort of happening in your life. You are going to feel like they're miracles because right now you're sitting in a place where you can't imagine any of this stuff shifting, right? And then all of a sudden, bang, you've got this idea. You've been given an intuitive sort of imagination that you're like, oh my goodness, I think that's my calling. I think that's the thing I need to do. I think that's going to be in harmony with me. And your imagination, this Eight of Wands is on the top of your mind telling you, go for it, do it, listen, this is true, listen to this is true. And the thing sort of driving your reading is this idea that there's a part of you that is going to sort of require some stillness. And I almost think that this came to you in stillness. This came to you while you were reflecting at a time where you were feeling like, you know, really, really exhausted and really mentally drained from something that, you know, in the Three of Swords, we see the image of three swords piercing a heart. And here's the Four of Swords. So this is you taking a rest after something happened that was very difficult to sort of accept. Something that challenged you in a way that was not easy. Okay, but it's interesting. It's almost like that's the simplicity of this. It's like through that ending, you birthed a new beginning here. It's very simple, right? And it's light as air. It feels light as air because it's like you just made it through something that was really difficult. You took the time to try to understand what was going on, and you were given this sort of idea that came to you through your imagination of how you can shift things. How can you make a powerful move to impact this scenario? And it's almost like you were given that. You were given that, and it's up to you though. Will you follow through with whatever it was or not? That seems to be what's driving your reading, and your imagination is giving you the green light to say, go for it. Do it. That's interesting. We got the King of Rods here on the Queen of Rods. So I feel like in the past, you really were harnessing that masculine energy. the decisive action energy. So instead of feeling drawn by your imagination and your intuition, the will that was active was action based. It was all about taking action. You were taking a lot of action. And I feel like there may have been an action that was taken in the recent past that ended up, showing you the truth about something, and it wasn't exactly what you thought. And that's where that sort of became the catalyst of this whole situation, which is very interesting because it really shows you that in perfect harmony, this is all happening in divine timing. So, but that, in order to accept that, you must also accept that whatever happened that sort of took you down, Pisces, that was also divine timing. Because from this experience, as you healed from this experience, your imagination sort of became alive again, and you got this intuitive sort of spark. And that is going to be so simple for you. It's almost like you uncovered something that is just a truth about who you are. And so it's interesting. It's like you went from action to now focusing on the idea of creating that sustainability in your vision by nourishing it, by using the feminine energy. It's like you're shifting from masculine to feminine, but still in the fire. You're still in intuition. You're still in inspired, creative, passionate action, okay? But you're taking it from the masculine, and now you're moving into the feminine with it. So instead of sort of having a lot of action and decision behind you, it's almost like now it's time to foster and nourish and create sort of a comfortable, sustainable, creative nest for this vision so that it can just succeed, and just flourish. That's the word I was looking for. You're going to be nourishing something here so that it can flourish. Now, I feel like the bigger part of you on the inside is worried about trusting your intuition. There is a part of you that is worried that this could be a big fat risk that won't pan out. And so I feel like it's important to say to you that your intuition has guidance for you, and you just need to tap into it. And that right now you might be feeling like, or in the future, like maybe not right now, but maybe coming up, as this starts to build momentum, you're going to have to sort of trust that intuition and listen to it. Trust it, listen to it, tap into it, trust it, and listen to it. That will give you what you need. And then, the inner part of you, the dialogue, the way you're speaking to yourself, the things you're saying, you're almost denying yourself the opportunity to experience the wisdom from your past experiences. It's like you just don't even want to think about them anymore because it wasn't pleasant. Something occurred in the past that sort of catalyzed all of this shift, and it wasn't something that you want to revisit mentally. But I feel like there's wisdom there. I feel like there's something that lies beneath that needs your attention through your intuition and through reflection done without judgment to understand the wisdom of the experiences that you've had. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. It's all very clear as I'm sort of feeling it on your behalf. It feels very much like you've been given an intuitive vibe to do something and you're not trusting it. It is in perfect harmony and it will lead to success, but it's going to involve a very powerful shift. Something might need to be let go of. Yeah, you're really being called to your spirituality. And it's interesting. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles upright. That tells me that facing challenges in the material world are no problem for you, Pisces, when you're able to tap into your masculine. I think it's the feminine that is causing the issue for you. You're having a hard time with intuition, with creation, with the need to nourish and feel like something is getting fulfilled, like you're nourishing and something is flourishing as it's being nourished. Does that make sense? And I say that because you've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands as being sort of the energies of right now. Like that's what's gonna carry you through, is this more feminine approach. And this isn't gendered by any way. It just suggests that the need for feminine energy is more important right now than masculine. The masculine energy right now for you is something that has almost gotten you to the point that you're at now. So you've gotten this far sort of by taking a lot of decision making and by taking a lot of action that was based on those decisions. So a lot of decisive action was used to get you up to here. And then something happened that sort of threw you off and ended up revealing to you something really profound about your abilities, your intuition, maybe your spiritual abilities. And it sort of turned everything upside down. It turned everything upside down. It's almost like all of the conventional, traditional information that you believed got turned upside down. And now you're in a place where it's like, you've got to take an approach that incorporates your intuition. And I feel like that's challenging for you right now, Pisces, because you're far more comfortable in your ability to take action and be a leader. You want to lead the charge rather than feel your feelings. But you've got to feel your feelings. It's time to feel your feelings. This isn't all about action. You might need some stillness, which is why we see the Four of Swords and the Hermit, and they're both in reverse, which sort of suggests that you're not really taking the time, you're not taking the stillness. Something's holding you back. And it could be that you're just so, you're so suspicious of this idea of following your intuition as opposed to saying, no, I have to have action. Like I can't just, believe. I have to do something. And I feel like seeing that miracles card here is saying, maybe you don't. There's just some stuff that needs movement. There are some key things that you need to make a choice about. And I feel like this big, powerful move is going to involve tapping into your intuition more and trusting it. Tapping into your intuition more and trusting that it will guide you and that you won't need to push as hard. Things will be in flow. You won't need to push so hard with effort. Things will start to happen simply on their own. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you have to take the path that is the stillest right now, because you want to overact. You need to underact right now. It's not the time for action, Pisces. It sort of seems like it's the time for you to explore your imagination and your intuition more. I'm going to leave it there. So if this has resonated for you and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Have a great month.